Right. So, hi Hemant, please tell us a bit about your profile.
Yeah. Uh, I'm I did my means I'm from a BTech background. Did my graduation in electronics and communication engineering from NIT Surat. After that, I worked at Oracle India as a software developer and Polaris, developing the financial software for banks. Later, I moved on to banking. Joined as a professional officer at State Bank of India. Been with the State Bank for the past 2 years, and recently promoted to the deputy manager.
Okay. So, how did you prepare for the GMAT?
I just took an online course from the websites. I could get I tried to prepare from the online material whatever available, and took some online classes from EduShastra. But mostly I try to take as many exams as possible to improve the GMAT score, and that's what helped me the most.
Okay. So, in terms of the suggestion for future applicants, what would be a good technique to score high in the GMAT?
Means what I observed was I started with a very low score during my initial test. Verbal was one thing which was hard for me, especially. So I think it is the same for most of the students. So I think practice is the only thing that helps us improve. Uh, how means taking the test and seeing what where the areas which you are lagging behind and working on them. And the more we practice, the better we get. That's the only thing which I understood from my preparation.
And any specific material that you would refer to? Book or course or something?
Uh, the thing is, what I prepared was from the GMAT official guidebook,
Hmm.
uh, and some of the online tests what EduShastra has provided me. This
Okay.
has been my preparation material during the course
Okay.
preparation time.
Okay. So, we are coming to the next step of the application now. When did you start the application process?
Yeah, since I took my GMAT in November 15th, and I got my official scores on November 24th around, and it was the application process. Even means I was not sure whether to go for round 3 or round 2. Then I met. Then I have seen the Goal ISB online, and I spoke with you, ma'am. And then what means you have assured me that we have ample amount of time and we can work it out. And so that 1 week, that 1 week time which we had was the crucial time. Means whatever you told me and we worked on is the part where we worked on the application. That's
Okay. So, what do you think are the main, things to ensure for a successful application?
one thing is to have a clarity on what we want to do. Uh, is every college wants. It wants a student with a clarity on what his goals are and what he wants to achieve by studying there. Clear about our goals is main and foremost thing. And the thing is how to portray means ourselves in the application. What are our key strengths? We might not know that those experiences are relevant or not until and unless we discuss. Means from our perspective, it might be something a trivial issue, but from others, it might be a means they might see something valuable in those experiences. So I believe in the application process, analyzing and remembering all our experiences from our work experience and everything, and putting them in a articulate way and explaining ourselves in the best is the crucial steps in doing a good application.
Right. And what were the points that you were looking for? How did you shortlist a consultant?
It was as I told. I just came to know that the deadline was just 5 days before. 5 days before, and I started looking online. One thing is I follow Quora a lot, and I just searched in the Quora, and because it has most genuine responses overall. So on reading some of the answers, I found out about the Goal ISP, and means the person who wrote the answers has a similar profile like me, and at the same mindset I was at that time. So means it clicked at that moment, because I could see the genuineness in his writing about the Goal ISB review, and just I contacted. That's
Okay. We'll switch to the interview part now. So, how was your interview experience at ISB? When you went to the real interview, how was it?
yes, sir. Mostly means before the interview, I talked with a bunch of alumni and my classmates who were there in the current batch, and even in the interview preparation with Goal ISB itself, the more main focus was to work on our application or essays what we have written, and how to best explain them that is the main thing which plays a key role in cracking any ISB interview. So it was the same in my case. The most of the interview revolved around my transition from IT to banking, and why the such a means why I have made that decision at that moment, and about my work experience in the management role at SBI, and even in the IT, some of my experiences. It's more like getting to know me, whether the person who wrote the application and who is sitting before them are the same one or not, and getting to know me, my experiences are the main thing I think I felt in the interview what they are focused on.
Okay. What would you suggest to someone seeking help to prepare for the interview?
Uh, I would say means before the interview, application is the key process. Be as means we have to be as genuine as possible, because we have to justify that in an interview. So uh, make sure you write the application in your own means in your own personalized way, and prepare means each and everything what we write in the application we have to back up with every experience, because those count, because these experiences will prove the genuinity of the application. So backing everything with a certain experience from our work experience will help a lot in the interview.
Overall, please discuss your application experience with Goal ISB on the criteria that were important to you.
Yeah, because when I started the application, uh, to be frank, I was not sure whether I'm ready or not. But after speaking with Goal ISB and having some interactions with them, uh, I came to realize means I could plan it in a proper way. What I want to do, I can means they made me think with the questionnaire what they have presented, and with the discussions, it helped me to reach means to finalize on what I want to do and what is the proper roadmap to do it, and it helped a lot in justifying my MBA. Means in just while in the interview, while justifying why I want to do MBA, since I have this proper clarity on discussing with the Goal ISP before, then I could portray it with much more confidence. And that is one thing Goal ISP helped me in realizing specifically what I want to do, and how to present it very good. And the main thing which I liked was the application part. Means I could see myself in the application essays. Means most of it was very means whatever I means generally in most of the consulting I felt that they will write us an essay or something like that, but here the Goal ISB will make us write our own essays in our own way. They will guide us at every step, and they will help us to bring out the best in us while writing the application.
Right. Thank you so much for your time. And